What's going on? It's your girl Rainey from Blessings and Gems, and I want to talk to you about one of my favorite subjects, which is how to stop wasting times in the evenings. And I want to give you 3 keys that you can use in order to begin to reclaim that time back. So let's jump right in. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to think about your entire day, so your 24-hour day, in thirds. 1/3 of your day you spend sleeping or resting. The second part of your day, you're either spending probably working, you're volunteering, you're taking care of a loved one, you're at school, you're an employee or a business owner. The last part of your day, and we're really talking about your evenings, or if you work second or third shift, just switch this whole thing around. You know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is there's a bulk of time, around 8 hours left over in our day, that we are doing certain things. I want you to evaluate if those things really align with your goals, your purpose, and the things that you said you wanted to do. Let's take a look at some of the sample roles that some of us are engaged in. We might come home and watch TV. That's a whole nother story. We'll get to that. Volunteer. Maybe you're a commuter, so you're spending part of those 8 hours or so, maybe, a significant time commuting. Maybe you're a friend. Maybe you come home during that last part of the day and you're the chief financial officer of your house, the person that's doing all the admin and all the bills paying. I hate that role, but it is a role that all of us probably have, or at least share. Maybe we have a second job, or we're a pet parent, or a student. We're making dinner. These specific things that I'm talking about are actual roles that you are engaged in every single day, and there's others that are unique to you. I want you to begin to look at these roles, and I want you to begin to identify 7 roles that you play, key roles that you play each day outside of the time that you're sleeping and the time that you're working. And I want you to look at that third part of your day again as a brand new day. And what are 7 roles, 7 key roles that you can really spend time in that are going to align with your purpose? So when you look at these roles, and I'll bring them back up on the screen here, I really want you to think about, if this was my life, if I had all of these roles, which of the 7 are really, really important? And I want you to begin to focus on 5 to 7 roles that you can spend time in on your day off, which is really that third part of your day, that evening part of your day where there's more time that we all typically have to spare. The last thing that I want to share with you about how to stop wasting time is the concept of not going directly home. I want you to consider not going straight home, particularly if you have a role that requires you to go home and then try to come back out. So for example, let's say, and I'll pull those roles back up on the screen. Let's say you're a person that says, one role that's really important to me is volunteering after work. I want you to make volunteering after work an activity that you go directly to after work, not come home, try to leave the house, something's going on, someone wants your attention, or you just start to procrastinate and you never get around to volunteering. So that's an activity that can be scheduled directly after work. Looking back on the screen, let's say you're a person that says, well, after work, I really want to go to the gym, right? I know it's a big one for many people, or exercise. It doesn't have to be the gym. I really want to exercise. So I want you to really think about that. Try not to go directly home when you have an activity that's important to you, unless your wife or husband says, come the hell home, right? I don't want you to start using this strategy to get away from your family, right? We're talking about things that are in concert with your loved ones because they are the most important aspects of your life at the end of the day. So put this in proper context as we think about ways to reclaim our evenings. And most of us are not living in a bubble. We have other people in our lives. I want you to share what you're doing with those other people and communicate what you're doing and why you are doing it. It's so important to ask for what you need. I remember years ago I was in a relationship, and at the time I was a corporate trainer. And if you can only imagine, at the time I was a single mother and a corporate trainer, which means that I literally spoke from 6 a.m. until 5 p.m. And I mean nonstop, like nonstop. I'm single mom, I'm getting my daughter ready, we're in the car, I'm talking to her, and then I'm off to work, and then I'm talking to to my students all day long, and then on my lunch hour they have questions, so I'm talking to them then, and then at 5 o'clock I left, and then I go pick up my daughter. So by the time I got home at 6 o'clock, and I had a spouse at the time who I lived with, and that person worked a second shift, that person was just kind of getting going with their day, and they're like, woohoo, what's going on, girlfriend? And I'm like, whoa, like, babe, would you mind if when I come in the door, I have like a half an hour or an hour to myself just to decompress? Because part of not wasting time, and this is not wasting time, by the way, is practicing self-care. And what I needed was a time and space to decompress, because I was filled with stories and talking and all these things all day long, and I really couldn't be there for him. And before I shared what was happening to me, meaning that I would come home and I felt like he was sort of like attacking me, not attacking me in terms of like, hey girlfriend, how you doing? What's going on? I love you, I miss you. And in my mind, I'm going, oh my God, I can't take another person, right? But I didn't share that with him, and I loved him, and I was like, I want to spend time with my guy, but I need a minute, okay? So, I remember having this very constructive conversation. I finally worked at the nerve, and I was just like, babe, I need some time to just like chill. And I don't mean go away for 5 hours, right? I mean, whether it's, for me, it was coming home, taking off my clothes, taking a shower, excuse me, and then kind of washing the day off of me, spending a little extra time in the bathroom, if I'm honest, just kind of getting myself together, and then popping out and being refreshed and ready to now enjoy my evening with my spouse and my daughter. But ask for what you need, because self-care and taking care of yourself is not wasting time. You should not feel guilty, but no one will know what you're going through and what you need if you don't tell them. So I hope you like what you heard today. Be sure to click on this video here or here that talks about how not to waste another minute and prioritize what truly matters. Don't forget to like or subscribe. You can see all the things that we're doing. Until the next video, take care, God bless, and be well.